the wild. Let's go. The short maned lion dies slowly due to severe spinal injuries. It was too painful. He bit on the piece of wood to fight excruciating pain. The surrounding lions also sensed the horror that the poor lion was going through. Death helped it end the pain. The male lion had a terrible convulsion. It raised its limb to the sky and started to shake uncontrollably as if in pain. Then the lion lays motionless. According to the owner of the clip, the male lion was determined to be dead soon after. It was a sad yet sacred moment. The king of the jungle is experiencing the last moment of its life. It lived a glorious and proud life. It devotes all its strength to defending its territory in swarms, and now it has fallen. The world mourns the passing of the king. Surely it will go to heaven. The most famous African lion in his last minutes, R.I.P. Scarface is writhing in pain. It fell and took its last breath. It's gone forever. The angry eyes of a male lion. He lost in some kind of fierce battle. He couldn't believe his death was approaching. He has already shed tears. It's heartbreaking. There are such sad lives. A frail old lion with black spots on his face. He turned his gaze to the distance and thought about his dual life. No one cares about its existence, and it died alone. Too bad. When the old lion becomes the target of attack by rival male lions, it was surrounded and mercilessly beaten by the enemy. The lion fought fiercely. It certainly won't live much longer with that badly wounded body. This is truly heartbreaking footage of a buffalo killing a lion with his strong horns. The lion is very stubborn. Its whole body was wounded, but refused to give up its prey. It fights because of its arrogance. The predator was fiercely attacked and died painfully from its prey. Lions are very confident in attacking a lone hippo. They cling to the hippo and won't let go for a moment. They boast and despise the power of the hippo. In the end, they suffered a painful ending. A lion was suddenly bitten on the head by a hippo. Its brain was badly damaged. Can you feel the pain this lion is going through? I am sure it can't survive. Can you feel the pain this lion is going through? I am sure it can't survive. The poor lioness. This majestic predator had gotten herself stuck in the crosshair of this enormous herd of buffalo. Their survival instinct kicked in and it was chaos. She was tossed about like she weighed nothing. Her lifeless body was eventually flung at the base of the dam, left there limp. The young lion was injured when attacked by a pack of hyenas. While the poor lion looked sadly at the severe wound on his tail, the hyena gathered around it. The young lion knew he couldn't win with such a weak body. He lies down and waits for death. The lion is completely paralyzed in the lower body but has an extremely strong will. It is strong and independent. It manages on the most difficult terrains. I feel pity and also admire its tenacity. It deserves love. It hurt to think that it couldn't last long with such a weak body. Elsewhere, the male lion was attacked by a herd of buffalo. He survived, but now it has fresh wounds to his lower back, spine, and stomach. It tries to be strong despite the pain. The hungry leopard recklessly attacked a porcupine with amazing self-defense. Sharp fur is a powerful weapon to defeat skilled predators. Porcupine feathers pierced the leopard's skin. The predator's whole body was bleeding, and he had to fight with breathing pain. Do you shudder to see it use its teeth to pull out each porcupine feather from its body? It was not treated properly. The leopard does not escape death. That's pitiful. The way the leopard defends himself against the lions is incredible. The back on the ground to protect the spine, those front claws wide open to grab and hurt whoever wants to do a front attack. But all those lions surrounding him were way too many. Impossible not being subjected to injuries and getting tired quickly. Then that final bit of a lion closed the fight. What a pity for this brave leopard. These were two leopards, and they were fighting. When the dust had settled, we saw that one was rather young and small compared to the other, more dominant one, which was attacking the younger one. The older leopard grabbed the small leopard by the neck and held him down forcefully until you could see the little one suffocate and there was no life left in him. The dominant leopard moved his grip from the neck to the mouth. He then bit down so hard we could hear the skull break. Too painful for the death of the poor leopard. This leopard's life is not much better. Its lower body is paralyzed. It struggled on the road without any help. It is completely incapable of hunting. It cannot survive long in a fierce nature. This was so disturbing and cruel to witness a very thin and injured leopard who was being surrounded and bullied by a few hyenas. The hyenas kept on trying to bite the leopard, and they were relentless in antagonizing him. The hyenas eventually backed off a little distance away, and then the badly injured leopard crawled to get into a culvert. I am not sure of the fate of this leopard, but analyzing the situation, one can only imagine that his destiny was sealed. An extremely overwhelmed scene by the majesty of the male lion. It is powerful in every movement. Stalk, accelerate, and decisively attack the cheetah. The poor cheetah was bitten to death in an instant. In the middle of the vast savanna, a leopard stalked the cheetahs. A leopard's swift attack made a baby cheetah writhe in pain. It sat up and fell again. The mother cheetah pierced and drives away the leopard. However, it failed because the leopard returned and took the baby cheetah away. There is no chance for it to survive. Crocodiles are very agile for short distances, even out in the water. The cheetah is the fastest running big cat on land. Apparently, in this shot, the cheetah didn't win against the cunning and nimble alligator. It was attacked by a crocodile and it did not have time to react. Its It's not every day that the prey becomes the killer, but sometimes it does happen. The lion must have been very confident when he charged at a buffalo. Unfortunately, the hunt failed miserably. The king of the jungle must endure fierce attacks from its prey. The strong horns are a powerful weapon that helps the buffalo knock down aggressive predators. The pride of the lion does not allow it to bow down to its prey. Its stubbornness pushed it even more dangerously. It couldn't survive with such severe injury. Usually, gazelles are easy prey for predators. This is truly breathtaking footage of a lion failing to attack the gazelle. This gazelle was alone drinking water when suddenly a lion ambushed it. The lion was thinking the gazelle would go the same direction, but lucky enough for the gazelle, and with an incredible jump move, it went in a different direction. Its agility helped it narrowly escape death. The lions are very confident when attacking a lone hippo. They cling to the hippo and won't let it go for a moment. They boast and despite the power of the hippo. In the end, they suffered a painful ending. A lion was suddenly bitten on the head by a hippo. Its brain was badly damaged. Can you feel the pain this lion is going through? I'm sure it can't survive. The lion is teamed up to overthrow a large and strong wild buffalo. It seemed they were ready for a hearty meal. Suddenly, the wild beast got up and managed to hook one of its horn into the leg of one of the lionesses. This must have been extremely painful for the lion, as it was for quite a few moments that she was hooked onto the wild beast. I am happy the wild beast got away, as lions cannot always win. Hilarious video of a leopard spending almost 2 minutes ambushing a warthog, and then right in the end completely how to hunt. Leopards couldn't believe what just happened. It has lost its prey regretfully. Leopards have a sophisticated hunting style. However, they are not always able to maintain a stable performance. There are still errors happening. Let's watch the next moments now. A leopard that was laying on a fallen tree. It is stalking the impalas nearby. The impala were oblivious of the leopard being so close to them. The video shows how well leopards can blend into the surroundings without being noticed by their prey. The leopard chased the impalas, but he couldn't catch any impalas. We all know that honey badgers think they're the boss of the bush. Well, this mother honey badger surely is. She had no second thoughts, charging in on a hungry leopard to save her baby. The leopard launched its attack in a fury of claws and teeth, the small badger fighting bravely and violently, but not really a match for the leopard. During the emergency, the mother honey badger promptly appeared and rapidly displaced the leopard. The young badger had probably broken its front right leg, but will almost certainly survive thanks to the strength and protection of its mother. It's a pity for the leopard he didn't have a meal as expected. Even the tiger, the world's largest cat species, is not immune to moments of unsuccessful hunting. No matter how overbearing a tiger is, it has weaknesses and fears. It climbs the tree to reach the monkey. It was the first time I saw its frightened appearance. The monkey was extremely calm and confident because he was so used to climbing. He looked at the tiger with a challenging expression. In the end, the tiger also failed. It fell off the tree branch and fell to the ground. What a shameful hunt. I thought this crocodile would have a good meal after dragging an impala into the water. But not. The struggle ensued for about 2 minutes, but the impala was able to break free and jump out of the water. Seconds later, it was ambushed and caught by the leopard. Crocodile had injured the poor impala before, and now he can't live anymore. What happens when a crocodile and a leopard directly compete for food? Let's watch the next moment. A crocodile feasting on a carcass in the water. But out of nowhere, a leopard appeared and spotted the potential free meal. He immediately started approaching the water where the crocodile was. The hungry leopard tried to take the meal from the croc repeatedly. The croc had none of it though and protected the meal by lashing out at the leopard with snapping jaws each time it came close enough to almost become a meal itself. After many futile efforts, the leopard finally left with nothing to gain. In the wild, highly competitive natural world, in order to survive, the competition for food between predators is inevitable. This incredible moment of an opportunistic leopard stealing a croc's meal right out of its mouth. After a few mouthfuls, the leopard attempted one final claw, grab, and bite and managed to pull what looks like a whole impala leg from the crocodile. This seemed like a fair enough portion for the leopard as it ran off into the distance to eat in peace. Don't miss the impressive encounters between crocodiles and lions taking place right here. We certainly won't let you down. These lions left their water bug scraps laying around, which a crocodile thought was an easy meal. But no, these lions weren't giving up the scraps so easily. Initially, the lions toyed with the crocodile to test its reflexes and speed. The croc snapped its jaw at the lions in an attempt to defend itself. The lions were all taken by surprise, but their reflexes were faster than the speed of the crocodile, and they soon got the upper hand. The crocodile sensed it had no chance and scooted back towards the water, finally disappearing into the dam. This tiger intends to attack the bear ahead. It was surprising to see a sly tiger panicking at the cry of the bear. It turned to run away. It's a really funny scene. Speed, health, and endurance are the amazing things this gazelle is showing. It has turned professional predators like cheetahs into victims of aggressive kicks and headbutts. gazelle drags enemies on the ground and makes them respect. One cheetah was mortally wounded in the side. It was a really bad feeling. This is an expensive shot and Lord Parpit's survival efforts. Lions are always associated with majestic beauty, but Lord Parpit looks so thin and lifeless. Slow steps, sad only appearance. It can fall or be attacked by enemies at any time. The hyenas nearby tried to laugh at the old lord of the forest. Lord no longer cared about that. It only cared about how long it could live. Its eyes hold many confidence and hopes for survival. Let's see what happens to it in the next moment. Looks like the hyenas have caught the young and the Lord Parpit has come to pull it away from them. Despite his frail body, Lord Parpit's height and full mane were enough for the old and the hyenas. He was exhausted from the act of dragging the zebra into the bush, but it ate well after that. Old lion eating well was happiness. No matter how difficult life is, always appreciate and enjoy the joy from the simplest things. Elsewhere, the male lion was attacked by a hawk. He survived, but now it has flesh wounds to his lower back, spine, and stomach. It has almost no hunting ability. There are too many enemies around it. Other rival lions, aggressive buffalo herd. I really hope someone comes from her dire situation. Illness, old age, and death are inevitable laws of nature. At 1 p.m. local time, Scarface breathed his last. He died peacefully without any disturbance from vehicles and hyena. Mara has lost another one of its great iconic males. May his legend endure forever. The legend will forever be in our hearts. Kenya and the world will remember this legend. A sad lost cub at Nkoro Bush Lodge. Looks like it was abandoned and having a bad time living alone. It had been hungry for many days. No matter how strong the lion cubs are, they can be in danger if they do not receive the care of their parents. Hopefully, it has a chance to pride. Life has never been easy. Peak predators like leopards also sometimes fall into dangerous situations. Stay what bad happens to them. The confrontations between lions and crocodiles always bring unexpected experiences. Two lions want to attack a crocodile swimming underwater. Crocodiles know that well. It is extremely confident to confront the enemy directly. Surprisingly, it was stronger than the other two lions. It easily knocks a lion into the water. The other lion was also frightened by it and fled to the shore. It's a shame that a bully is a victim of violence. The two lions received a memorable lesson from this crocodile. Continuing is the never-ending confrontation between the lion and the crocodile because of an impala that the crocodile had just hunted. Two hungry animals struggle mercilessly. In the end, the lion is the winner. At the Kruger National Park, lion pride were enjoying the prey that they had just hunted when a crocodile approached and wanted to join their party. Of course, the lions will not let the crocodile achieve their goal. They angrily warned the crocodile. crocodile is smart enough to know that it should leave immediately if it wants to save its life. This is a crazy moment when one day the lions accept to share the meal with the crocodile. At first, they were also not pleased when they saw the crocodile carefree approaching the buffalo carcass. So cute, it was tapped on the head by a lion. Another lion approached to pull it out. In the end, its earnest began to be eaten almost softened the lion's heart. Harsh wildlife also has such peaceful moments. Are you curious what happens between the largest cat on the planet and the crocodile? The next moment will reveal it to you. Tigers always act mysteriously and surely. It has a cool head. It is not easy for us to guess their intentions. I thought there was gonna be a fierce attack. But not. After probing for a while about the crocodile lying on the cliff, it left without a trace of regret. The amazing power of tigers makes us admire them. The tiger was very confident as he waded into the water and took down the crocodile with a single decisive attack. Crocodiles are very agile for short distances, even out of the water. The cheetah is the fastest running big cat on the land. Apparently in this shot, the cheetah didn't win against the cunning and nimble alligator. It was attacked by a crocodile and did not have time to react. Although leopards are smaller in size than some big cats, they are truly skilled predators. With extremely high survivability, it is the terror of prey. In fact, the leopard's hunt is not always favorable. This leopard has a slight injury to its leg and is exhausted because it has not been able to find a meal. It's hungry, its senses gradually becomes less sensitive. It needs to eat to survive. However, something unfortunate. The leopard was in great distress and the hyenas did not waste time diving in to attack. This was so disturbing and cruel. The hyenas kept on trying to bite the leopard and they were relentless in him. The hyenas kept on trying to bite and they were relentless in antagonizing him. The hyenas eventually backed off the little distance away. And then the badly injured leopard struggled into the culvert. The poor leopard couldn't hold on anymore. It lay writhen on the ground and panting. It looks so weak. This leopard's life is not much better. Its lower body was paralyzed. It struggled on the road without any help. Great things always come at the end. The following moment will not disappoint you. Strange incident: a leopard in Rajasthan's district strayed into a habitation in search of water source and got its head stuck into an aluminum utensil with a narrow opening. After 10 hours of struggle, the frightened animal was rescued by a group of forest department officials from its misery. The leopard was later set free in the Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary. In Western culture, the lion is known as the Lord of the Jungle. They live in groups and are the most social of the big cats. A video captured the fierce fight between two male lions to win the heart of the female lion. They raised their claws and opened their mouths as wide as they wanted to swallow their opponents. The roar echoed through the space. After both have shed blood, one signal seems tired and wants to give up. The other seems to understand the other's intention. It no longer shows aggression, but calmly, heroically, and proudly walks away in the manner of a victor. The role of the lioness is very important in maintaining the breed in hunting. Male lions often find ways to please female lions. However, the natural world is always interesting and unexpected. Contradictions have occurred. It is rare sight to see a female lion being attacked by two male lions. It had a wound on its neck and a long scratch on its leg. Its beauty has been destroyed. It angrily launched a one-on-one attack with two tyrants. As a result, it suffered more severe injuries, but caused the male lions to back down. The life of predators in the wild is never easy. In order to survive, in addition to hunting, they must compete with each other for many other reasons. Keep watching the video to uncover the mystery behind the big cat struggle. The presence of a female and two big males seeking breeding rights. It had all the ingredients for an unforgettable sighting. It was clear that neither male wished to relinquish the opportunity to win the female. The younger male had pinned the older male by the head and neck, whilst the other kicked and scratched wildly to try to loosen his grip. The female eventually caught up, examined the scene, and then seemingly broke them up. She attacked and nabbed the neck of the younger male, and this sent all three leopards flying into the air. The scene settled down, with the older male slightly bruised and disoriented. The battle of the big cats never disappoints us. The confrontation between famous characters with the fastest speed in the cat family will appear soon. Can you guess which predator it is? The answer is cheetah. This is an animal with the body structure that is almost perfect for spring racing. The body designs of nature have selected the species suitable for high speed. Cheetah has an elongated body, a small compact head, a short snout, a slim belly, long, flexible, and strong legs that helps the leopard to reach maximum speed. Two cheetahs engage in battle of speed and power. They use their claws to injure their opponents. The fight quickly came to an end when the weaker cheetah surrendered. It wags its tail and shows submission to the victor. This appeased the other cheetah's fury and preserved its life. It's clever. Cheetahs will become extremely aggressive when someone invades their territory. Four male cheetahs willingly give up their gentlemanly qualities to attack the female cheetah. Lucky for her, these male cheetahs had no intention of killing it. But what happened that day would surely be a horrifying experience of her life. The animal that holds the position of the largest cat in the world is the tiger. According to the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, these striped cats are also up to 3 meters long like lions. But tigers are heavier and can weigh up to 300 kilograms. Adult tigers lead a solitary life. They establish and maintain territories. That is why the battles between the tigers never stop.
A precious moment was filmed in Kruger National Park in South Africa. This short-maned lion was enjoying the last moments of its life with regret. It has suffered a severe spinal injury and was writhing in pain. I guess there was a fierce battle that happened before and it was not able to escape the grim fate. It passes away to the grief of other lions. Its body quickly became a jackal's meal. What a pity. This shocking footage was captured in Kenya. A hippo was lying obediently, letting hyenas tear it apart. I guess it was too exhausted to fight off the aggressive predators. However, it can't stand the pain of the hyena's powerful bites. It tries to get up and escape, but of course that is not possible. In the end, it had to accept its fate calmly. This toppy was injured and was resting in the meadow. A hyena suddenly attacked it. The hyena uses her teeth to grab the toppy's front leg and knock it to the ground. Immediately, other hyenas flock in to join the deadly party. A lion in the Masai Mara was badly injured on its left lower flank by a buffalo horn. The wound was deep, with the skin sheath being fleeced, but no perforations to the stomach wall or any bone dislocation. Fortunately, it was discovered by rangers and medical assistance was applied in time. Filmed at the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, this lion cub just went through something bad. He was terribly injured all over. It lay down on the roadside and breathed. It is slowly falling into an eternal slumber. This injured lioness is walking with difficulty in the Masai Mara National Park. Its cubs nervously follow behind. Hopefully nothing dangerous will happen to them. This old hippo bull slowly paced uneasily down the riverbank and into the water. A flock of oxpeckers slowly feeds on the rotting flesh on his wounds. Number 3. Wildebeest. In the Masai Mara, an injured wildebeest was walking with difficulty. One of its hind legs is broken. It tries to support itself with its front legs, but this looks very tiring. Filmed at Ngotsu in Kruger National Park. Very impressive. The lioness broke its leg trying to hunt a zebra, but a few minutes later, it successfully brought down a wildebeest.
This is an expensive shot and Lord Parpit's survival efforts. Lions are always associated with majestic beauty, but Lord Parpit looks so thin and lifeless. Slow steps, sad only appearance. It can fall or be attacked by enemies at any time. The hyenas nearby tried to laugh at the old lord of the forest. Lord no longer cared about that. It only cared about how long it could live. Its eyes hold many confidence and hopes for survival. Let's see what happens to it in the next moment. Looks like the hyenas have caught the young and the Lord Parpit has come to pull it away from them. Despite his frail body, Lord Parpit's height and full mane were enough for the old and the hyenas. He was exhausted from the act of dragging the zebra into the bush, but it ate well after that. Old lion eating well was happiness. No matter how difficult life is, always appreciate and enjoy the joy from the simplest things. Elsewhere, the male lion was attacked by a hawk. He survived, but now it has flesh wounds to his lower back, spine, and stomach. It has almost no hunting ability. There are too many enemies around it. Other rival lions, aggressive buffalo herd. I really hope someone comes from her dire situation. Illness, old age, and death are inevitable laws of nature. At 1 p.m. local time, Scarface breathed his last. He died peacefully without any disturbance from vehicles and hyena. Mara has lost another one of its great iconic males. May his legend endure forever. The legend will forever be in our hearts. Kenya and the world will remember this legend. A sad lost cub at Nkoro Bush Lodge. Looks like it was abandoned and having a bad time living alone. It had been hungry for many days. No matter how strong the lion cubs are, they can be in danger if they do not receive the care of their parents. Hopefully, it has a chance to pride. Life has never been easy. Peak predators like leopards also sometimes fall into dangerous situations. Stay what bad happens to them. Although leopards are smaller in size than some big cats, they are truly skilled predators. With extremely high survivability, it is the terror of prey. In fact, the leopard's hunt is not always favorable. This leopard has a slight injury to its leg and is exhausted because it has not been able to find a meal. It's hungry, its senses gradually becomes less sensitive. It needs to eat to survive. However, something unfortunate. The leopard was in great distress and the hyenas did not waste time diving in to attack. This was so disturbing and cruel. The hyenas kept on trying to bite the leopard and they were relentless in him. The hyenas kept on trying to bite and they were relentless in antagonizing him. The hyenas eventually backed off the little distance away. Then the badly injured leopard struggled into the culvert. The poor leopard couldn't hold on anymore. It lay writhing on the ground and panting. It looks so weak. This leopard's life is not much better. Its lower body was paralyzed. It struggled on the road without any help. Great things always come at the end. The following moment will not disappoint you. Strange incident, a leopard in Rajasthan's district strayed into a habitation in search of water source and got its head stuck into an aluminum utensil with a narrow opening. After 10 hours of struggle, the frightened animal was rescued by a group of forest department officials from its misery. The leopard was later set free in the Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary. Crocodiles have had hidden power since ancient times, making them king over swamps and rivers throughout the tropics. Zebras are easy to fall into dangerous situations when approaching the river because it is a shelter for crocodiles. And this zebra is no exception. It was bitten by an evil predator. The leg was bleeding, very painful, but the brave animal refused to become the crocodile's meal. It tries its best to get out. The zebra manages to bite and kick his way out. It finally returned safely to the herd. The leg was badly injured. However, I believe it will be well taken care of by its friends. The Great Migration of the Zebras. The killers wait for their prey to cross the river. This zebra was having none of it. It continued to fight off two crocodiles by biting them and knocking their attacks away with a series of well-placed blocks, all the while pulling forward inch by inch. The massive crocodile at the back managed to spin the zebra in the infamous death roll. The zebra just spun away, shocked off the horror, and then continued to fight, eventually getting free with a couple of cool scars to show its friends. To reach new pastures, the zebras must risk their lives to cross the river of death. It was heartbreaking to see this beautiful animal go to the great lengths to survive. All of its internal organs were exposed. It can no longer live. Its pain is the crocodile's happiness. The natural world is cruel. The weak are constantly attacked. Injuries are inevitable. This zebra that had escaped the lion attack, it looked extremely miserable with a large wound on its back. It cannot treat the wound on its own. But what it's showing makes me admire. It grazes with the desire to prolong its life. With it, life, no matter how unhappy it is worth cherishing. Whether in the water or on the land, herbivores always have to experience terrifying moments when encountering predators. This zebra escapes the lion's chase with bleeding feet. The wound wasn't too severe. It could have survived. This is a rare moment to capture a giraffe with a crooked neck. For giraffes, their long neck is their pride. It is unknown whether it was a birth defect or the result of some unexpected battle. All we see is that it is still living well with its own flaws. Please love yourself. That's the good thing we learn from this adorable animal. Surviving in the wild with a healthy and fit body is a great challenge for any animal. The giraffe has a hole in its face that makes drinking water its urgent wish. It took a long time to be able to bend down to get water. But the bad thing is that only a few drops of water can get through the throat, and the rest will fall out. It's pitiful. A giraffe was walking with difficulty due to an injured leg. It is extremely sad. It's wonderful that this giraffe received comfort and care from other giraffes. This is a strong source of motivation to help it overcome difficulties. This leopard was pierced by feathers as sharp as arrows. There had been a failed hunt before. It's rare to see a leopard hunting porcupines. But it couldn't ignore the prey in front of it because it was too hungry. Porcupines are large rodents with coats of sharp spines or quills that protect them against predation. Despite being a professional hunter, this leopard was injured when he repeatedly touched the sharp spike with his feet. At first, there were only small wounds on the sole of the feet. Then, there were the deeper and larger wounds that covered the leopard's body. It had to hold back the pain in order to use its teeth to pull out the tips of the feathers. The wounds bleed. It looks so pitiful. The leopard must be regretting his stubborn intention to attack the porcupine. There must have been an unexpected battle. This leopard was torn with a patch of skin. The wound was quite deep, but no one could help it. It looked so quiet and lonely. However, it is still one of the lucky leopards when injured. It would be harsh if an injured leopard encountered a pack of aggressive hyenas. Let's see what happened. This injured leopard was down and out of his luck when a clan of hyenas came across his path. And being opportunistic by nature, the hyenas did not waste any time diving into attack. As the sighting started playing itself out, I was scared, as this was so disturbing and cruel. However, I know that this is the way of nature. I was watching how the hyenas kept on trying to bite the leopard, and they were relentless in antagonizing him. The hyenas finally stopped. The leopard was seriously injured. It looked so weak. It lay writhing on the ground and breathing hard. Leopards live alone in their territory. None of the leopards showed up to help this leopard. It was definitely a bad day for this giraffe. The wounds on its body show that it was lucky to escape death in a struggle with the enemy. It tried not to cry and used its tail to chase away the bird sitting on its back. The atmosphere around it was very heavy and gloomy. A disabled baby elephant found in Hambatuta, Suriyawewa, has been diagnosed as congenitally deformed. It cannot exist alone. It needs care. That's why the relief team came. Lionesses often hunt in groups. They team up to take down strong prey. Baby elephant unfortunately fell into the sights of this lion group. It keeps its composure and fights off enemies. It is powerful enough to make predators wary. The wise animal ran into the river and was safe. In a bizarre incident, a leopard in Rajasthan district of Rajasthan strayed into a human habitat in search of water and got his head stuck in an aluminum utensil with a narrow opening. The animal is confused and scared. It cannot see anything. It tries to find a way out on its own, but can't. The villagers then informed the forest officials, who tranquilized the animal and managed to ease its head out of the pot. It took 4 hours to tranquilize the leopard and remove the pot. The leopard may have suffocated if its head had remained stuck longer. The leopard was later set free in a dense forest of Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary. This bear accidentally got his head stuck in the barrel. It is intended for them to only pull food out with their paws. Fortunately, he had not been in there very long, and the kind people rescued him. A pride of 18 lions killed 2 African buffalo. In haste to eat, a lion cub eats into a buffalo's anus and gets his head stuck. After many unsuccessful attempts to get out, the baby lion gets tired and gives up. If no one helps, it will surely suffocate. Leopards can successfully kill a porcupine. but it won't have a good meal. Its stubbornness costs its life. It died for just one meal. Two leopards, and they were fighting. When the dust had settled, we saw that one was rather young and small compared to the other. More dominant one, which was attacking the younger one. Continued is the tense battle between two leopards. A hyena urgently watched the battle. Fortunately, the confrontation was stopped in time with a weak leopard injured in the back of the neck. In a bizarre incident, a leopard in Rajasthan district of Rajasthan strayed into a human habitat in search of water and got his head stuck in an aluminum utensil with a narrow opening. The animal is confused and scared. It cannot see anything. It tries to find a way out on its own, but can't. The villagers then informed the forest officials, who tranquilized the animal and managed to ease its head out of the pot. It took 4 hours to tranquilize the leopard and remove the pot. The leopard may have suffocated if its head had remained stuck longer. The leopard was later set free in a dense forest of Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary. A leopard, blind in one eye, walks quietly in Kruger National Park. It has no difficulty in moving. But the worry is that its hunting ability is limited. It is very hungry and needs to eat. Hope someone comes and helps it. This leopard looks to a body of water for refreshment. It didn't know it was injured until it got up. There was a rather large puncture on its body that needed to be stitched up. It had an unlucky day. It's sad. That's something we can easily feel. It's pitiful. The way the leopard defends himself against lions is incredible. The back on the ground to protect his spine, those front claws wide open to grab and hurt whoever wants to do a front attack. But all those lions surrounding him were way too many, possible not being subjected to injuries and getting tired quickly. Then that final bite of a lion closed the fight. What a pity for this brave leopard. The leopard was in great distress and great trouble. The hyenas did not waste time diving in to attack. This was disturbing and cruel. The hyenas kept on trying to bite the leopard, and they were relentless and antagonizing him. The hyenas eventually backed off a little distance away, and then the badly injured leopard struggled to get into the culvert. The poor leopard wouldn't hold on anymore. It lay writhing on the ground and panting. It looks so weak. It's a pity if you missed this great shot. Leopard surrounded by a lion pride. Its best line of defense is to lie on its back with claws extended and teeth bared. Suddenly, the fierce male lion pounced on it. Unbelievable, the surrounding lions quickly stopped the male lion to protect the leopard. The lioness did not even hesitate to attack the male lion when she saw it repeatedly, violently against the leopard. The leopard was injured because it was laying motionless in the ground. But fortunately for him, the male lion was gone. Its life is preserved. It was a traffic accident. The leopard was hit by a car. The animal sustained heavy injuries on her right leg and head. It fled in panic after the sudden impact. In a viral video, a leopard was injured in a car accident which took place on Pune-Nashik highway. The driver reversed the car in an attempt to free the big cat, but the helpless leopard tried to attack in anger. A large patch of leopard skin was torn. It's painful. It's the skin that makes it resistant to harsh weather. Porcupines use quills that cover their backs and tails to protect themselves, and these quills are mixed in with their regular hair. When threatened, porcupines turn their backs and try to shove their tails full of quills. Despite being a professional hunter, the leopard was injured when he repeatedly touched the sharp spikes with his feet. At first, there were only small wounds on the soles of the feet, and then there were the deeper and larger wounds that covered the leopard's body. It had to hold back the pain in order to use its teeth to pull out the tips of the feathers. Leopard must be regretting his stubborn intention to attack the porcupine. Leopards can successfully kill a hedgehog. But it won't have a good meal. Its stubbornness cost its life. Died just for one meal. Adult common leopard was found injured and fighting for its life. The leopard was limp and barely breathing. Wildlife rescue team of Central Zoo rescued the leopard and took for treatment. An injured snow leopard tries to get out of this cave to catch the sun. Don't know what bad happened to it, but it must have been very tiring because of the weak body. A leopard tries to hunt a baboon in a tree and almost gets killed by the same baboon. Baboons are known to be very aggressive and defensive when they spot any leopard, even if the leopard is not trying to hunt them. They are even known for killing leopards when they swarm it. In this case, the leopard managed to escape with his life and learn a very valuable lesson about hunting baboons. Baboons and leopards are known to be mortal enemies. Baboons call out a leopard's location whenever they spot one and ruin the leopard's hunt. But leopards can stealthily catch baboons. However, the end result of the hunt was that the leopard had left with an empty stomach and small injuries on its body. It's still not over the panic. Leopards versus honey badger. We all know that honey badgers think they are the boss of the bush. Well, this mother honey badger surely is. She had no second thoughts, charging in on a hungry leopard to save her baby. The leopard launched its attack in a fury of claws and teeth, with the small badger fighting bravely and violently, but not really a match for the leopard. Immediately, the mother badger was running at speed towards the melee and rapidly displaced the leopard. The leopard's hunt was a complete failure. Leopards are ambitious hunters and seem to love a challenge. So if there's any predator that can take on one of these black and white ferocious beasts, it's the leopard. This time, leopards have the upper hand. However, it took a lot of work to defeat the honey badger. It injured its ear after a fierce fight with the honey badger. It certainly won't let the honey badger live. Leopard versus python. Between the bushes, the hidden creature became clear into view. A leopard took an interest in a huge African rock python. A full-on battle broke out between these two amazing animals. For a moment, it seemed like the leopard lost the battle, but the python started wrapping its coil around the leopard in an attempt to suffocate it. With miraculous agility, the leopard managed to free itself and jump out of reach, biting and clawing at the python. Each of these creatures met each other's fierce combat strategies to survive, but they knew that there would be only one ultimate survivor. In the end, the python was defeated with numerous puncture wounds on its body, especially on its head area. The leopard also had injuries with an obvious wound to the right front paw, which could be clearly seen as it limped away from the scene. Sometimes leopards will be killed by prey. Leopard versus porcupine. Porcupines use quills that cover their backs and tails to protect themselves, and these quills are mixed in with their regular hair. When threatened, porcupines turn their back and try to shove their tails full of quills. Despite being a professional hunter, the leopard was injured when he repeatedly touched the sharp spike with his feet. At first, there were only small wounds on the soles of the feet, and then there were the deeper and larger wounds that covered the leopard's body. It had to hold back the pain in order to use its teeth to pull out the tips of the feathers. The wounds bleed. It looks so pitiful. Leopard must be regretting his stubborn intention to attack the porcupine. Tell me which moment impressed you the most. Wild nature is always mysterious and full of surprises. Do not take your eyes off the screen. There are many interesting things waiting for you behind.
Hello, welcome to Animal Moments channel. Animal Moments is a channel to explore the wild animal world. We bring dramatic, exciting and creepy scenes when wild animals come across their competitors. Do you love to see wild animals like leopards, lions, tigers, hyenas or hippos fight for their lives? Subscribe to the channel to watch videos that are broadcast regularly every day. I hope you're having a relaxing moment on the channel, Animal Moments. Goodbye and see you in our next video.